When I see you on the street, my whole body is weak. When you're standing in the crowd, your love talks to me so loud. Girl, do I do what you do? When I do my love to you, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, girl. When I see you on the phone, your sweet, sexy voice turns my ears all the way home. Just a mention of your name seems to drive my head insane. Sugar, do I do what you do? When I do my love.
Give it up for Platinum Rosé Gladiators.
Hey, baby. Watch out.
That is their name that they told me that they want me to say backstage about 35 seconds ago. Platinum Rosé Gladiators. Big round of applause for them.
All right.
Chris Walker on bass right here. Chris Walker, the incredible Chris Walker. Arthur Thompson on drums and vocals there. John Stoddard on keyboards. And, oh, look. That's the real deal tonight. Buddy, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you so much. I've never looked, I should say, I've never seen a moose in a toga. Turn around for the cameras right there. That's a big ass toga. Are you, you don't talk, right? You don't say anything. So if I put the mic in your nose. Nope. Okay. Are you gonna be, what are you doing here? You want to party? You ready? Okay, well, you know, you can come up here, you can sit over there, wherever you want. This is, you know, your show. Give a big round of applause to the moose. Taking over the show. Just careful. Okay, yeah. It's hard to see out of that head. Now, welcome to our late show, actually the morning show, late show. It's the morning show live, and thank you very much for being here, because honest, Pete and I were thinking that nobody would show up. So we really appreciate you being here. Our audience has grown of the show. Originally started with just one person, my manager, Mark, and then was it you originally? So now that we've seen, I think that there's at least 35 people on this ship that watch the show. So I want to say thank you to you for watching. Good morning. We have a wonderful show planned for you, but I cannot do this show without my partner in crime. And by the way, he's not my partner. He's my partner in the morning, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's favorite Aussie. Give it up for Pete Klingon with beer. Not easy to get on this stage. Big round of applause. Come on, keep it going. I know it's late.
Morning.
Should we sit down? Okay, should we sit down? By the way, we have a...
It's the way the Gladiators did it, mate.
With platinum leather, I'm sorry, what do you call that? Not
Patent leather.
Patent leather.
They're the Platinum Rosé Gladiators.
By the way, I've had a couple beers, and so I get your shoes confused with the band's name. You know, what are you going to do, sue me?
Not at all. Not
You're
what
my
we're on here.
partner. Okay, so
First
we're very
things
excited.
first.
Hi. Got the best laugh in the whole wide world. Okay. This is honestly, this feels like a really bad dream. Bit of a nightmare over there with. Hi. What
Where are you going? Toga party.
Toga party? Yeah.
He loves the toga party.
He's ready to go.
All right, you want to take
Oh, he wants a drink. Well, you can have one of the beers. Go ahead.
one of the beers with you? He only likes the Alaskan stuff, he reckons.
Yeah. Are you gonna sit or are you gonna go? Oh, there we go. It's a bit ornery, that moose. Late at night. Well, listen, we wanted to first, as we do on our show, we wanted to first reflect on the day. And we can, for the first time ever, we can actually say today instead of yesterday. So
I think we often do that anyway. We're not the most professional.
we are not professionals. Nobody's going to give us a contract anytime soon. Certainly not with this as our demo tape. That's why you have a live band. John Stoddard, you're right there. Yesterday, it was day 5. It was a beautiful day. It was all white day and toga party. And wow, we had some great events.
Yeah,
What was your favorite from the event?
Well, I like the
event list.
pool party. You know me. I like to be out in the sun, around the pool.
Adam
beers.
Hawley kicked it off this afternoon. Do we have any Adam Hawley fans? This is a guy who has been a sideman for a long time, you know, and he's only like in his early 30s, but he's been really, and he's a doctor. He's got a not a master's, but what do they call a PhD. So when you see him, you say, "How you doing, doctor? Dr. Hawley?" For real. But I'm so proud of him because he really has established himself as a really fine solo artist over the last couple of years. And he did a great show. And then I want to say a big thank you to Jeffrey Osborne, who turned it out. Just to show you the kind of quality of artists that we have on this ship, he did his whole sound check, and then I asked him, I said, because we had a tailgate party that Rick Braun hosted. Were you any of you at the tailgate party? Showing your
representing their team colours.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Anyway, so before Rick played, we had to get Jeffrey to sing the national anthem because that's what he's been doing for the Lakers. He's got like a huge winning streak, singing the national anthem for the Lakers, and then they win. And when he doesn't, they don't win. So they're very superstitious, he said. So he sang the national anthem, killed it. Then Rick and the UK Collective did it. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, that national anthem, I mean, that was sort of, you know, goosebumps type stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I mean, that was probably, in all honesty, I'm not just saying it because we're here, it was probably the greatest version of the national anthem, the US national anthem I've ever heard in my life.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah, so did I. And I mean,
And you're not even American.
No, I know, but my wife and my daughter are Americans. So, you know, it's I'm not a complete outcast. You don't have to separate. You don't have to separate me from everybody else.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, when you talk like that, it's easy to just, you know. I mean, honestly, and I've known this guy for a very long time, but I'm at about 37% of what he says I understand. So
That's
when
good.
we first started doing this show, like in year 1, it was like he would say something, I would look at him and go, "What? What?" Remember those days?
We've also done a couple of shows sober this year, which is unheard of.
Well, and not only unheard of, it's not recommended. This is a much better show to do drunk, and also much better show to look at and watch drunk. So let me ask you, is anybody here tonight had a couple in them?
The moose isn't happy.
He's out of here. You got a theme song right there. When you walk, that's your song. Go ahead.
Moose.
He's off to party somewhere. You know, I asked the moose a question earlier tonight. What do moose eat? Do moose eat meat? Do they eat fish? Or do they eat just... How do you know that they're vegetarian? I mean, have you seen a moose? I mean, other than that moose, which, by the way, that moose is not vegetarian.
He eats at the Pinnacle most nights.
He's eating something. I don't know what it is, but he's eating something. Can I have... Hold on. Hold on. This guy likes to laugh. Chris likes my jokes. Hold on. Go ahead. It's like my very own Ed McMahon over there. Thank you. I'll give you $10 later. All right. We got a problem with this. There's a drape. There's a drape
to bring
problem.
the moose back.
Well, this is not a big budget show. So,
Never
It's a
has
drape
been.
malfunction.
yeah. Okay. Right. A drape
It's a
malfunction.
wardrobe
Okay.
malfunction.
Thank you very much. What else? What else happened that we could talk about yesterday?
The Sheila E., the beat of my own drum. Sheila. E.
Sheila. That was a great event. Pat Prescott did a little interview about her book and about her life. She's had a very interesting and wonderful and colorful life, and very passionate person. So many people came up to me after her show on Ladies' Night and said what she did when she talked about love and how we're all responsible for sending that message out. That really touched my heart. She's a very special person. I love Sheila E. Sheila E., ladies and gentlemen, or Sheila.
And also, poolside, we had the Latin music love affair with Ronnie Goots.
Ronnie Goots. You gotta
How
love
good is
him.
he?
Our percussionist. Give him a round of applause. He works so hard. Today, one of the big events that he hosts, So You Think You Can Jam final this afternoon at the pool. Very excited about that. But I do also want to say a big thank you to our musical director who did a solo show last night, which was called Jazztronica, and that's Rodney Lee. I don't know if you saw that show, but Rodney puts together all the musicians and all of the music for this whole cruise, and you have no idea how huge that undertaking is when you think about all the shows. We do about 150 events over the course of a whole
That's right.
week. So he is kind of overseeing everything. So Rodney Lee, we love you and we thank you.
And also the toga night. I've got good mail from up on the pool deck that it is absolutely pumping up there right now. So the Moose is heading up to take care of business for a while, and then we'll follow and get up there. And we heavily suggest that you folks do the same. Get your togas on. If you don't have a toga, take the sheets off your bed, wrap yourself up, come upstairs and have some fun with us.
Isn't there a Holland America toga tying
There is.
thing?
I'm not sure if it's still running right now, as we are after midnight, but there was tonight, certainly.
That's a picture of Marcus Anderson walking around in a toga up there on the pool right now. I had to take a picture of him. It's a bad picture because he was moving so fast. I don't know if you can... Is that William on the camera? Is that William? Hey, William! Buddy, I can't even see you. You're so far away. Usually right up my nose. So give William a round of applause. He's with us every morning. That was really fun. I love that. I love that. But I do also think we have to give a big round of applause to the two headliners from last night on White Night. We had Peter White and Jeffrey Osborne. A 1-2 punch.
I still can't believe that Jeffrey Osborne is almost 70. I mean, that energy on that stage is something else, is it not? Incredible.
Yeah. Well, he's 69. Yeah, he's 69. He said, don't push it. He's going to be 70. But I think he's like 69 and a half.
Did we give Chris a speaking role, or he's just jumped in there?
Well, I think he's pulling focus, I think. But it's okay because, you know, we like him. We really like him a lot. He's a first-timer to our cruise. You've never been here. And what would you say, I'm going off script, but what would you say is like, for you, because it's interesting. Do we have any first-timers in the audience? Oh, wow, okay. Well, we'll get to you guys in a second, but I want to know from
The people who have been on the cruise before aren't watching the morning show anymore. So the first-timers are everybody.
Yeah. That's who all of our viewers are. People who've never been here before.
That's right.
Right. Once you've been and you've seen how bad it is, why would you need to tune in again? Right.
Thank you.
But let me ask you, Chris, what would you say is what is it for you? What's the experience been like, if you could sum it up in maybe 20 seconds?
10, 9, no, okay. Actually, for me, it's meeting all of you for the first time and making new friends. That's what I love.
Good answer. Very good answer. All right, should we do some tell us what you're celebrating?
Yeah, why not? First up, Randy Muller celebrating with Terry Muller, and that is the celebration of a retirement. So congratulations on your retirement and all your hard work, Randy. Have a great time this week.
This is an interesting name, Freudis Sinove Olsen, I think.
That was well
celebrating with Morton James Cohn, and they are celebrating their 4-year friendship between a Californian and a Norwegian. Wow. Okay, well, thank you very much, guys.
Captain Art Burns, celebrating with the Grace Burns, retired from being a sea captain, celebrating by going back to sea. It's an interesting one, Art.
Oh, hey, how are you?
I have to stop the party because the chef just woke up and reminded me that we have some Jello shots, which
Jello shots.
special request for Dave.
This is
I
Evo,
actually
ladies
order
and
these?
gentlemen, the bar manager for the Westerdam. How about a big round of applause for Evo?
Yes.
Manages all the party venues.
Oh, he wants to, everybody wants to be a star, I think.
Okay, this is my 2 seconds of being a star. The chef just told me the Jello shots are made with a Greek goddess blood. or he said, if it's not the goddess, it's the god she just killed this afternoon.
All right. It's kind of heavy for the morning show, don't you think? Jeez. All right.
I don't know.
All right.
Two for Dave.
No, 2 for Pete.
Two for Pete.
Probably 3 for Pete. But I didn't actually. Thank you very, very much.
Interesting story, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Are you gonna actually? Of course you are. Why do I even ask? How do you actually do it?
I don't know.
Do
Give
you
me a
suck the
chance.
Jello through the straw? I am not doing that, okay? It doesn't look very hygienic.
No.
It doesn't, and then the whole blood thing turned me off. It's like, give me something positive about this thing. It's jiggling. Should a drink jiggle?
A little bit.
Oh, listen, let me just go over here for one more time. Chris just told, what did you tell us before when we tried to say, go ahead and have a drink before that? Loosen up, man. Have a glass of wine. What happens when you have a glass of wine?
Well, I don't drink, so it gets into my bloodstream rather quickly. So I won't be responsible if I drink this, so
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it. Oh, he started. We won't watch. Do whatever you want. I don't condone this behavior.
I think it's probably what's going to bring more people to our morning show is that we are drinking on the morning show.
Here's another one right here. We'll just line them up. We'll just... He's gonna have his own show next week. Week 2. It's the Chris Walker Morning Show. No, but we'll periodically check in with you and just make sure that everything's okay. All right? You're starting to sweat a little bit. Yep, I see that on your head. Okay, Dave Rose celebrating happy birthday with Kathleen. Happy birthday, guys.
And we have Melanice and Billy Judy.
Are you...
Celebrating a 30th wedding anniversary. Congratulations to you folks.
How many drinks can one person have? That works for him, not for me. Although that martini looks really good. God, with the ice chips and everything. William, what do you think?
What about the stirrer?
Well, the stir. I told, did you send this to me? You did not. My brother-in-law is here. And there's this little thing, this little Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. By the way, is anybody sick of this thing? This thing, the sax playing man? I am so sick of that thing. I mean, honest to God, could my name be any more places on this show?
Absolutely not.
God almighty. I mean, it's everywhere. It's here. Probably special Stellas with my name on it. Stella Dave Cause à toi. It's just, it's enough already. Don't you think it's enough?
No, man, not at all. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Texana Reeves celebrating with, with Daryl. Both of us are turning 60. Happy birthday to the Reeves. That's really cool. I like that.
And I have Alicia Yang, I think it is. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Celebrating 23 years since she had her heart transplant.
Oh, that is amazing.
That is the big one. That could be the best of the week.
That is crazy. And then 23 years ago, a heart transplant. She was probably one of the first.
Maybe one of the first, yeah.
It's amazing. By the way, how do you say this name? When you fill out these cards, ladies and gentlemen, try to use your best penmanship. Realize that we're drunk people trying to read your cards. And it's just not that easy.
Give Chris a chance.
I mean, what does this say? What does that mean?
Guten Tag,
Right. God, you're good. She just did that like that.
Is it Jamel Holland?
Jamel, maybe.
Jamel Holland celebrating with Hugh their 30th wedding anniversary.
Happy 30th to the Hollands. There we go. Okay. All right, and I just want to one more time introduce this band. You already know Chris, but I feel like I've been ignoring the other people. So allow me to take a Jello shot over here to John Stoddart. Do you not? You don't drink, right? You don't drink at all?
I got one in the mug. I gave mine to Arthur.
Arthur, do you drink? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, hold on a second. You guys don't know what's going on over here.
Arthur's got like 3 empty glasses.
This is Arthur.
And he's about to...
Somebody got to hold
So-
it down. Somebody got to hold it down.
Just in case you were wondering, Arthur's.
We are the gladiators.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, go ahead, Arthur. Enjoy your last one. By the way, I just want to say thank you guys very much. What's been the event for you? By the way, John Stoddart hosted the Singers and Songs, and he was the music director for our gospel show. He is an amazing talent, one of the greatest keyboard players and singers on planet Earth. If you've seen Kirk Whalum, who's a great friend of all of us, you know this man. So I just want to say thank you for being part of our family.
It's my honor, Dave.
And
I wouldn't miss it.
what's been the fun one for you?
So, let me see. The fun event, the Singers and Songs. Anybody was at the Singers and Songs? It was like awesome. So Kenny Lattimore, Javier Colon, Ashlyn Cole, Aubrey Logan.
Yeah.
Man, Joey Diggs. And I'm forgetting somebody. It was just amazing.
Well, you were the perfect person to host that
it was
because
awesome.
he really understands what it means. You know, as an instrumentalist too, it's like we have an instrument that is our vehicle.
Right.
Like there's a thing
Yeah.
between us and the listener. And I have so much respect for singers because you want to talk about being vulnerable. There's no instrument. There's nothing separating
Yep.
the listener from you.
From your-
So when you open up your mouth, it's like you're naked.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it. You look good naked, actually.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, I know that might sound a little weird,
It sounds
right?
I'm a little uncomfortable right now.
Right.
You know,
Perhaps you need a Jello shot. It all gets better.
is that the key? The key just makes everything better. Yellow shot.
Give a big round of applause for John Stoddart.
Thank you.
And young man, I want to just say to acknowledge this guy who's probably one of, if not the hardest working musician on this ship. He is everywhere. You see him every night in the dining room. And you see him all over the ship, and we all remember the late, great Wayman Tisdale, right? Make some noise for Wayman Tisdale. So I'll credit Wayman with a lot of things in my life because I love that big man, and we spent a lot of time on the road together. We were great friends, and he and I, actually my favorite memory was Wayman Tisdale being on the road with him and Jonathan Butler, and with Jeffrey Osborne, and with Rick Braun. Wow. But those guys are tall. But Jonathan and me next to Wayman. It's the image that will be forever etched in my head. It was so great. He was moving us around the stage like we were chess pieces. But I credit Wayman Tisdale and I thank him wherever he is because he introduced me to Arthur. And I'll be forever indebted to him. Thank you. What's been the event for you? What's been really captured your
The amount that Arthur's drank during this show, this could be his favourite event.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't have to issue my card out.
That's right. That does help.
No, really just playing with all the great musicians that you all are seeing and hearing, just getting to play with them and sit in what we call like our living room. This is what we do all the time. So to sit and play with the greats, play with you, man, it's awesome. It's just, I love it. I love it.
Thank you very much, Arthur. Thank you all very much. The Magnum Rosé Gladiators.
Gold package.
Doesn't really roll off the tongue.
No, you have to say it the right way, though.
The Magnum, how do I say it?
No, he had it. No. Magnum Rosé. Gladiators. Think about it. It'll hit you in the morning.
Do you need another shot? You're all right. Okay. I think it's starting to have an effect. Yes. Huh? Oh yeah. Do you guys want to do one? Would you like to hear the Magnum Rosé Gladiators? Would you like to have them do another song for us? Okay. You want to do what song are you going to do?
Well, actually, why don't you play with us?
No, I mean, it's very late. I've been. No, I'm happy to just listen. I'm really happy to listen, and I don't even have a sax, and so why don't you guys just take it?
Sax.
There you go.
Why? And how did you get this? This doesn't. That's weird. Okay, what are you gonna play? What are we gonna play?
It's a surprise.
Surprise?
You'll feel it.
You'll feel it. Just feel it. Just vibe it.
There's no place to clip on the mic on my toga.
Give it up for Dave Cars and the Platinum or Magnum Rosé Gladiators. Yeah.
All right. Little David Sanborn doesn't hurt in the morning, right?
It hurt.
Give it up for David Sanborn. Oh, I think we do have a guest.
We do?
Yeah.
Other than the Moose.
Other than the Moose. And we do have live musicians, which is fantastic, but we do have a live guest as opposed to a non-live guest, which would be weird. It's possible, I suppose. But this guy really has, everywhere that he goes, he just brings light and sunshine and happiness. And when he opens up his mouth to sing and play the guitar, he just is one of those guys. He's so memorable. And if you're lucky enough to have a moment with him, to meet him, you realize that where this comes from, it's not just talent. It comes from the deepest part of who he is as a human being. He's one of the most kindest, gentlest people I've ever met. And just it comes out in his music. That's when you see him and you hear him, you know him. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Javier Colon. Javi, good luck getting on this stage. Jimmy Fallon doesn't have this problem. Do you know Pete, right? I want you everywhere I go. I love it. Hey, Hav.
Hey. I don't have to say.
Well, you want to. Well, first of all, pick up a microphone for a second, and say hello.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Have you enjoyed Javier this week? Me too.
Thank you.
Hav, I just
Yes.
want to say thank you very, very much for being here on this cruise. Thank you for doing such a great job.
Thank you. It is an honor to get to hang with you. As always, it's always fun to hang with you. So yeah, I'm having a blast, and I hope you guys are too. So yeah.
Javier and I have traveled the world together. We've gone to some crazy places together, and we always have a great time. What's been the moment for you so far?
I'd have to say the view of the caldera today. So amazing.
What? I did not get off the ship today. What's the caldera? I'm so sorry. I should be more in the know. But I don't know what the caldera is.
Well, it's just whatever view you saw, like where the ship was. That's it.
That's the caldera?
The caldera, yeah. So help me if I'm wrong, but basically it's a volcano that exploded and killed like tens of thousands of people back like in 1000 BC. No, yeah, BC. Something like that. And then there was a huge tidal wave that came in and filled in all of the hole that the big explosion had made, and that is what we were like everything was in.
You're scaring me right now.
It's awesome.
I mean, who are you?
I like National Geographic a lot.
You're a musician. No musician knows about volcanoes from BC. I mean, who?
Hey, I've got kids.
What have
and
you
we
done
talk
with
about this
Javier?
stuff. I'm sorry. I've got kids, and we watch like National Geographic and Discovery videos and stuff. So that was super exciting to see. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want a Jello shot?
No, but thank you.
We could have some Jello shots so we could talk about the caldera a little bit more, if you would like.
I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So what I thought would be nice, actually, this was Pete's idea, that we would go out in the audience and talk to you. You could take that side. I'll take this side. We
Okay.
could talk to some of our guests.
Okay.
And find out what their moment has been so far.
I like that.
Yeah?
You want to go first? Or you want me to go
You
first?
want this side or this side?
I'll go. I'm closest to this side.
You're over there already.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll go over here.
All
See,
right.
I'm over here already.
You're there. Okay.
Okay. Do you want to go first or should I go first?
Sure. I'll
go first.
I'll go first. I'm
All
gonna
right,
go.
wait
I'm gonna
here.
go first.
I'll
And
wait here.
Our friend Iris. Everybody say hi to Iris, please. Everybody say hi to Iris. Iris is a.
Just remember the camera's
Oh, the
there.
camera's there. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Sorry. So Iris has been. How many cruises is this for you?
This is my third.
Third cruise. That's pretty awesome.
That is
It's
awesome.
pretty great. I met Iris on the last cruise. The last cruise was my first cruise, and she was super, super sweet to me, and has actually came to see one of my shows in San Francisco, and you were just awesome. So I'm going to ask you, because you were a familiar face and you were awesome, what has been your favorite part of the cruise so far?
Watching you sing.
She was totally a plant.
Oh, yeah.
Totally a plant.
Like if I didn't go up to Iris and say, what was your favorite part of the show? Like, she's like, oh, the Dave Cobb show was so great. You know?
I think what
so obvious.
she probably wanted to say that Kenny was her favorite, but I'm asking her the question.
And he's not here.
No, so remember when I came to the show in San Francisco and I asked you if you're coming back to the Dave Cause? Yes. And you said, yeah. I mean, you didn't know, and you said, let Dave know, or you hope so. And I was really hoping so, but actually it was last night when I saw you and Kenny sitting on that bench, remember?
Yeah, and the bench.
On the bench,
yeah.
right. So I'd have to say that was my favorite moment because I got a picture with Kenny and Javier in the same picture.
Oh, that's
It's a
very
good moment right there.
That's very sweet. She's definitely a plant. There's no doubt. Absolutely.
I mean, I
100%.
actually had to pay all these people to be here, so technically they're all plants.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you,
you, Iris.
Thank you so much. Very sweet.
Come stand up for a second. This is one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, and her name fits her whole being. Her name is Joy, and that's what she celebrates in the world. Joy, what was it for you so far?
Oh, okay. So it's been a complete blast. I'm trying to think what was my favorite part.
Maybe the Dave Koz show?
Yeah, actually, I think it was.
Okay, other than that, what was it?
Well, I got to talk to Chris yesterday, and I hope he doesn't mind.
Don't talk to him now. It's not a good
Me
plan.
sharing our conversation. Don't talk to Chris, right? But we had a little conversation about Al Jarreau, and we had a conversation about the first time that I met Al Jarreau. And it was very special to me for many reasons. And so that was one of the draws for me to come on this cruise this year. And so that he's passed, it's hard to see that. And I know it was difficult for everybody on this ship who is performing, and I know it's especially hard for him. And so we had a little conversation, and we talked about it. And I thank him because he didn't know me, but it was my first time meeting him. So to have that conversation with him and just share my experience with Al Jarreau and hearing him talk about what it was for him, I just kind of let him know that he's got the love of everybody on the ship. Yeah. So,
That is great.
yes, my favorite show so far has been the Dave Koz.
I'll get you that $10. Get you that $10, Joy. Thank you. Give her a round of applause. This is Joy. Love you. By the way, you have to come to night 7, which will be tomorrow night, if you're watching this, because we are going to do, actually, Chris is going to take us through an Al Jarreau tribute. And I know that we all need it. We all need it musically and spiritually, and it's going to be a very special show. He's a wonderful person, by the way. Okay, Hav, who you got?
Okay, let's see. I'm going to go back here. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Roseanne.
Roseanne, where are you from?
I'm from New York.
Excellent. Can you, New York, everybody in New York? Anybody else in New York? Can you tell me what your favorite part of this week has been so far?
Okay, so this is my 4th Dave Koz cruise.
Excellent.
And yeah. And I'm always here with my sister and my mom.
Hello, hi, what's your name?
Teresa.
Teresa.
And so Dave is the inspiration for us taking vacations and bringing our mom all around the world. And our favorite moment, we almost didn't make it. She took ill this last year, but we are here. And our favorite moment for me was watching her laugh really hard when Dave and the Moose came out in the gondola. So.
That's awesome. Ah, that's awesome.
That really doesn't need any applause, but
Well, we wish you all well, and thank you for joining us on this amazing week.
I love the families.
Yes,
it's
I
the
do.
best thing in the world.
It's kind of awesome.
And I've met so many people in big groups. People come, and people meet each other on this cruise too. And it's like a big traveling extended family, which is really great. What about you, sir? What's your name, buddy?
Odell Seals, and this is my wife, Jackie.
Jackie, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you? We're from Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Wonderful.
Yeah, Cincy.
And what about you? What do you think? You stand up for a second so that the camera can see you. Would you like to stand up too? Okay. All right. So what about you for a moment? What was the moment for you so far?
Jeffrey Osborne. I mean, to be almost 70 years old with that much energy was very inspiring.
I like. How old are you? Do you mind me saying?
66.
All right. You're getting on
I'm
Jeffrey.
getting there. I don't think I have that much energy yet.
You look pretty spry. Is he pretty spry?
Somewhat.
Better get your rest. Sit down there, sir. Give him a big round of applause. Take it easy.
My turn again?
Yeah, your turn.
All right. Awesome. Let's go right here. Young lady, what's your name?
My name is Burnett,
And where are you from, Burnett?
New York.
Excellent. How many cruises is this for you?
My second.
Second. Everybody, that's excellent. Just like me. Second cruise. Lovely. Can you tell me what your favorite thing has been about this week so far?
Dave is always my favorite thing about this trip.
I've always loved this woman. I've always loved her since the moment we met. But it's a thing. We have a thing together.
Now, can you tell me what is it about Dave? Is it a particular part of this week that Dave was obviously Dave's a part of all of this week, but what about this week and Dave has really done it for you?
The Moose video, and also I get up to listen to the morning show. It's so wonderful. It's funny, and he has such a great sense of humor.
I think he should do this like all the time on like television. Don't you think? I agree. Can you work on that?
I don't think that that's going to happen, but I think it's very sweet because these people are captive. These people are like hostages here on this ship.
That's true.
Where are they going to go?
There are no other morning show options.
And there's no other television, really. I mean, there's the TV in your stateroom, and that's it. And that's, if you're looking for entertainment, there we are, Pete. There we are. I mean, if in the real world, I don't think it would be, the same. But we have this world, and this world is pretty good. Actually, this world is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Everybody getting along, everybody supporting each other, the spirit of generosity, love, warmth. We could use music. Music is so great because it. What did you just say, dear?
Music brought us all together.
Amen.
That's right.
And thank you very much for being here, a part of it. You look good in the toga. Look good too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Burnett.
That's
Thank
really,
you,
really
Burnett.
nice.
Everybody, thank you.
All right, what do you think? Can I come over here? She's looking at me. She's giving me that look. Get away. Restraining order, remember. What's your name?
Lori,
Hi, Laurie. What was it for you? You have a moment?
everything. All of the wonderful shows and the entertainers. Just wanting to be around all of us is great.
Is it your first time?
No, second.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming back. And I like the way you talk. She's very calm. She's very, unlike all of you people. She's calm. She's calming me down. Kind of like that martini would. It's so far away right now. It's like all the way over there. No. It's okay. Thank you so. Give her a round of applause.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
All right.
One more, each side.
All right, let's find a gentleman. I haven't spoken to him. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hi,
What's your name?
Roger,
Roger. Where are you from, Roger?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Excellent. New Jersey, everybody. New Jersey.
You're good. You're really good at this.
Yeah, Hi, Wilma. How are you? Hi.
Hi.
How you doing? Okay, so tell me, Roger and Wilma, what is? Well, first of all, how many cruises is this for you? Your first. Yes.
All right.
And how did you decide to come on this first cruise?
Well, we were put on the wait list. We weren't sure that we were coming. So someone called us in October. I guess Flying Dutchman said, someone canceled, so...
So you're in.
You're in, yeah.
Yes! And here you are. But now before that, before you decided to get on the wait list, why did you say, you know what, I want to go on this Dave Koz cruise? What made you do that?
Well, Dave always goes to New Jersey, so we always follow him.
The Mooresville. Yeah, is that where you
Morristown, was it?
Morristown.
Down in Sewell, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love New Jersey.
It's great.
What's not to love?
I agree. So you got on the wait list, and they called you in October, and they said you're in, and you were super excited, and here you are. That's excellent. So tell me, what's your favorite part have been of this entire week so far?
Just meeting you guys. I mean, I've met Patrice Rushen, met Dave, and my wife loves you.
Aw, Wilma, thank you. Thank you. She's like, I didn't say anything, but he said it. So, thank you. Awesome. That's great.
New Jersey.
Roger, Wilma, New Jersey. Thank you so much.
Okay, our last victim is this lovely lady, and your name is?
Colleen Nix.
Hi, Colleen. How are you? Oh, she just said, I love your dress. I love your dress. You look fantastic. You're all sparkly. Where are you from, by the way?
Los Angeles.
I know it well. What was the moment for you so far?
Well, I love the whole experience. This is my 4th cruise, so I love them all. But the gospel show
Yes.
brings me to my knees every cruise. It's unbelievable. It's emotional. It's connecting. It's spiritual. It's over the top. So thank you for doing that. And I love watching you sing I Love Jesus.
Yeah, for a Jew. You know, it's funny, but I love that song. And, you know, that song is incredible. Falling in Love with Jesus, written by Jonathan Butler.
Yes.
And that is a great song, and he knows that I love it. And so that's one of our things we do every year. I say, can I please play on that song? And he always is so nice to me. He says, come on, I play it. But it's a great song. It's a beautiful song. Jewish or not, it's a great song. Now, speaking of connective and the beautiful words that you use to describe the gospel show, I can say are perfectly to describe the music that you make. Do you have a guitar here, buddy?
I do actually.
Will you play a song for us, do you think?
Yeah.
Or sing a song for us?
Yeah, sure.
Because Javier really is that guy. With his music, he's able to bring everything all together.
It's all set up and everything.
Oh, wow. Same person brought me the saxophones. Yeah. Okay. All right. You had to do it, didn't you?
Had to do it.
All right. Okay.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna hand you your sax again, and we're gonna do a little something that we haven't done in a long time, actually. This one, but I love it, and we're gonna just do it for you. Hold on. You good? Looking back on the memory of the dance we shared beneath the stars above. For a moment, all the world was right. How could I have known that you'd ever say goodbye? And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. Could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the days, the days. Said I would have missed the days, the days. I would have missed the days holding you. I held everything for a moment.
If I'd only known how the king would fall, was to say no, I might have changed it all. And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance, the dance. Said I would have missed the dance, the dance. Said I would have missed the dance. And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to make dance. Yes, our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. Said I would have missed the dance. I would have missed the Said I would have missed the
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Oh man, right there. I love it.
Oh, now you guys come in.
And more shots, tequila shots, right for John Stoddard, right. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Javier Colon. That was so beautiful.
Thank you, man.
That's the title track to one of my albums called The Dance, that was written by Tony Arata, made famous by Garth Brooks. B.B. Winan sang it on the album, but I have to say the quintessential version is this man's version of singing that song. We sang it when we did a trip to South Africa, and we played it everywhere we went, and it was incredible. So thank you.
Literally everywhere we went.
Yeah, we did it at the airport. People were freaking. But anyway, Javier Colon right here.
Wasn't that absolutely amazing? It's just an amazing thing with Javier's voice. The way I think you said before, DK, how deep it can actually touch you, you know. And I was familiar with Javier from his time on The Voice as well, where he was the victor in the first season. Sorry, I drank a hell of a lot during that stuff. I wasn't expecting you to put me on the spot like this.
I've got a frog in my throat, so I was like, can you please do just a little something other than drink?
Arthur and I are good.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting day 6. Can you sleep in?
No, actually, no, I never can because I've got a meeting first thing in the morning.
Who are you meeting with?
I meet with the hotel manager.
You can't get out of it?
No.
Can't? Can I write you a note? Or something?
Well, I'm sure you could. If you excused me, but the problem is, the hotel manager on board, Mark Pelsey, he's a former boss of mine as well. So if you're once my boss, I almost consider you almost my boss, So I don't want to let anyone down. So if Pelsey's running a meeting, I'm going to be there.
He likes to screw around with you, too.
Oh, he does. He's terrible to me.
He's just like the equivalent of giving you, what was that thing where you put your underwear? A wedgie, yeah. Every day, it's like this guy who runs the Western Dam is like giving him a wedgie every day in so many different ways. But I have to say thank you to Mark Pels because I came back to my cabin, not only for giving him a hard time, because it's really fun, because he's bigger than me and I can't do it. Mark is more his size. So I can't really give him a hard time. I don't even like to look at him because, I don't want him to hurt me. He's an Aussie. But where was it going? Oh, Mark Pels, who's our hotel director. I came back to my room and he gave me a robe with my name on it, a Holland America robe. So thank Mark Pels if you're watching. Yeah, right. Thank you very, very much. That was really very, very, very sweet. Should we talk about some of the activities today before we let these people go off?
Absolutely. We're letting them go, are we?
Huh?
We're letting them go.
Well, we locked the doors so they can't get out.
Yeah, sure. Let's get it started. So obviously today a very special day for all of us because all of us have a lot to celebrate as it is Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy
Moms
Mother's Day
celebrating
to
here?
everybody.
Thank you, moms.
So something we wanted to put in, and which was very special to you as well, and we worked with the team here at Holland America, is the DK Mother's Day brunch in the dining room. So this is going to start at 8 a.m. tomorrow, folks, and you can go in there. It's just open seating, so whenever you're ready, just make your way down to the dining room, and the Holland America staff are going to turn out all the stops. I think they've got a waffle station, a Bloody Mary station for you, Arthur. And it's going to be a great time. And once again, another rumour going around that there might be some live music there tomorrow in the dining room.
Really?
What's this?
This is what I ordered.
Thank you. But yeah, there's a rumour going around there'll be some live music there from around 9 a.m. I believe tomorrow with maybe Hall & Oates, maybe Dylan Chambers, maybe Justin Hopkins.
Cool.
So it's going to be some fun there for our DK Mother's Day brunch. Opening at 9 a.m. and finishing at 4 p.m. sharp tomorrow is our Starlight Children's Foundation silent auction. And I know, obviously, very close to your heart and something we've done on our past 3 cruises, I believe, where we've raised over $300 in that period of time.
$300,000. Drink up, buddy. I got them on both sides of me. Go ahead.
I've passed about 20 drinks over here already.
Man, that guy is a fish over there. How does he even know where the drums are? It's unbelievable. How does he do it?
My apologies. Due to the generosity of our guests over the last 3 cruises, we've raised
over $1 million. No.
$300,000.
Which is amazing. Give yourselves a big round of applause. That's great. So we hope to add to that kitty with some wonderful merchandise and wonderful must-have items and once-in-a-lifetime experiences. And that's happening at Lincoln Center Stage, which is right outside the dining room on deck
number 2.
Deck number 2. And we would love for you, even if you don't bid, just go and see what's available there, because it's really, really, there's some really very cool things.
And great stuff as well that can come at a very reasonable price. I mean, who would like Vincent Ingala to play a private concert for them?
In your house or
In your
wherever
home.
you want.
It's pretty cool stuff.
So be sure to check that out. That's happening until 4 o'clock. The closing bids are 4 o'clock. We have Cooking with the Albrights. This is going to be a hot show. This is Glynis Albright right here in the Queen's Lounge at 9 a.m. making her famous waffles. Melt-in-your-mouth waffles, not to be missed. And then we've got Marcus Anderson doing a show.
Hasn't he been great this week,
He's
Marcus
been absolutely
Anderson?
incredible. Doing a coffee and Marcus Anderson show in the Crow's Nest. And we've got, this is awesome. At 10:30 a.m., Pat Prescott goes one-on-one with our very special surprise guest, Valerie Simpson. Valerie's got some stories. She's Motown, actually, she's music royalty. So be sure to check that out.
And then with Ron Pearson tomorrow, our comedian here in the Queen's Lounge, we have How Well Do You Know Your Spouse? And I think Q's going to be involved in that, maybe Cameron Smith. And we're going to try and get a few partners out of the audience as well, I guess, to come up. Hold on.
I just saw it on your face. I saw you were trying so hard to make.
We're going to bring some of our
sense.
guests out of the audience to come up and participate in How
So
Well Do
actually,
You Know Your Spouse?
It's funny, like the shot actually helped you.
Oh, it did.
You were like, I'm too straight right now, I need a little help. Okay, all right, interesting. The British Invasion at Sea, the Beatles, the Stones, and more. That's the UK collective with their fellow countryman Peter White joining them at the Lido Pool. That's noon to 1 o'clock, so you can grab a burger at the dive-in and enjoy that. We've got some poolside pop at the other pool, Seaview Pool, at 1 o'clock with Dylan and Justin. I should put these on. You need shots. I need glasses. And then we split the guys and the gals up for an hour. The Sisterhood, all of our female artists and hosts will be hosting all the women. And we have Just Us Guys and Onboard Man Cave. That happens at 1:30 p.m. Those are very popular events, so get there early.
And then our big masterclass tomorrow is Guitars in the Round, and that's with Peter White, Paul Jackson Jr., Jonathan Butler, Adam Hawley, Jay Gore, and Mark James in the Crow's Nest. Look at that.
That's going to be very, very cool. Helps with a shot. Big time tomorrow at the Lido Pool from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. We've got our finale of So You Think You Can Jam. And I've heard from Ronnie. I've not seen any of the contestants, passengers, but I've heard from Ronnie this is our best group, our most talented group. So
He also
be sure
told me that.
So get there and cheer on your fellow passengers with talent. We will crown the victor, and the victor will appear on the main stage on night 7. They'll be the first act on. How are you doing over here? Are you okay? Great. Okay.
I think you should be more concerned about Arthur.
Is Arthur still upright? Okay, he's just getting going.
And then this afternoon and leading into our DK After Dark, folks, we have our Icon series. It starts with 4p. It starts at
4p. It's starting at 4p.
It starts at 4 p.m. with our young gun, Vincent Ingala, playing Elvis and more. The King. The King.
You should be Elvis at that show. Don't you? He sort of favors Elvis a little bit, doesn't he?
The blue-black.
Yeah. You know what's funny, too, because just real quickly, we had a sidebar meeting before the cruise, because his, not that this should come as a total surprise, but that's not his natural hair color.
Whoa, gee.
I'm outing you
wasn't
right
the
now.
response I was looking for.
But I said we had it's like a real conversation. I said, well, maybe you should probably not change your hair color if I'm changing my hair color. Can you believe we actually had this conversation, and we're not joking? I mean, we actually had a serious conversation over the phone. I think we FaceTimed too because we wanted to see each other's hair color. A lot of care goes into this cruise, sir. It's attention to detail. Yes, we FaceTime about our hair color. I know it's a little gay, but we still did it.
Hey, but we're not partners. We're only morning show partners. Remember that.
You have to say the word partner with that. Okay.
I see.
Okay, 4 o'clock, final bidding for the Starlight Children's Foundation silent auction. We've got our dear friend Ron Pearson, great comedian, doing Spaghettini at Sea at 5 o'clock. Patrick Bradley will be doing a show at 5 o'clock as well.
And this is one I'm looking forward to, and I meant to actually speak with John about this all week, but John is going to take the billboard on board stage and pay tribute to none other than old Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra.
Great show right there.
What I wanted to ask you as well, John, are you a huge fan of Frank Sinatra?
I am. I grew up listening to big band with my dad, so Frank for sure. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There's going to be some twists though, so you don't want to miss it. I'm going to do some stuff that you got to come.
All right. John Stoddard sings Frank Sinatra, 5:30 p.m. Billboard on board. And then in the evening, we are formal night. Means put on your nicest duds. We are celebrating the music of Michael Jackson, the legacy of Michael Jackson, tonight in our all-star formal night. That is 6:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. It's called Remember the Time, an all-star tribute to Michael Jackson. We're very excited about putting this show on. Aubrey Logan is going to be doing the Burt Bacharach songbook at 8 o'clock in the Ocean Bar. And then we've got iconic R&B duets with Rebecca Jade and Ken Turner of Santorini Soul. They are going to be in Billboard on Board at 8:30.
And then in the Ocean Bar at 10 p.m, I'm looking forward to this one as well, because we did this all-star night, I think, on our last cruise in the Caribbean, which was Earth, Wind and Fire. Any EWF fans out there?
That's going to be a good one. We've got a DJ party in the Crow's Nest. We've got an all-star after party at the Lido Pool. Javier Colon sings James Taylor. He's hugely influenced by James Taylor, as you could probably tell. He's a major fan. And so he said, he asked me, he said, can I do a James Taylor show? And I said, we have a perfect night because we're doing icons. And so James Taylor will be celebrated by Javier Colon at 11 o'clock, and that's going to be at Billboard on Board. And then we've got a classic rock show in the Ocean Bar, and we wind it all up with Gambling with the Stars. What? The Union? There's a union problem? Really? Okay. It's been an hour and a half. It has not. Okay, is it really been? Okay, all right. They're telling us to wrap it up, which is usually what happens when we do this show. It winds it all up at Gambling with the Stars. Your fellow guests and all the stars in the casino, and you never know who's going to be dealing. And that's where I'm going to be, if you don't mind me saying.
I'll be there as well.
My brother and sister are huge gamblers, so they want me to deal them cards. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try and give them money, so from the bank. And it's not going to be possible, but I'm going to try. Because they put a guard right next to me that watches me doing it. But it's very fun. So that's midnight in the casino, Gambling with the Stars.
That's right.
And
Everyone's
that'll wrap it up.
Be there. And that's going to be the day.
Now, I'd just like to ask our gentlemen here in the band if they would like to close us out. Are you able to close us out with a little song?
Yes, sir. Well, how about closing with an Al Jarreau song?
Great idea. Can you do that?
Yeah. Here we go.
How about a big round of applause for our band? Pete Klingon. All of our guests. Have a wonderful day. Day 6 at sea on the Dave Koz Cruise. Thank you all for being here tonight. We love you. Good night and good morning at the same time.
Happy Mother's Day.
Well, every day you're walking by and I can see how you shine. Well, here I am alone with nothing but a dream that you were mine. Exactly what time do I don't know, baby, but I gotta find a way to reach you. Tell me what I gotta do to get to your house. Tell me where with you. Tell me what I gotta say. Speak to your heart. Tell me what I need to know tonight, so everything will be alright. You can clap your hands if you want to. But every night I wonder just how it would feel close to you. Every night I'm at this fantasy is real. You love me too. Just exactly what I do, I don't know, baby. But I gotta find a way to reach you. Tell me what I gotta do to get to your house. Tell me where I gotta go to meet with you. Tell me what I gotta say, what I gotta do. Tell me what I need to know tonight, so everything will be alright. I got to get from here to there right now, baby. Won't you open up and let me love? Take it up. Tell me what I gotta do to get to your house. Tell me where I gotta go to meet with you. Tell me what I gotta say. Speak to your heart. Tell me what I need to know tonight. Tell me what I gotta do, what I gotta go, what I gotta say, what I gotta do, where I gotta go. To be with you, girl. Tell me what I gotta say. Speak to your heart. Tell me what I need to know tonight. Here we go. Go tonight, just make it right. Last chord.
Chris Walker, Arthur Thompson, John Stoddard. Magnum Rosé Gladiators. Good morning, everybody. Have a great day.